Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and it is time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and we do a few reality shows on the side. And one of those reality shows that we're doing is Vanderpump Rules. But before we get into that, so as you can see, I'm in Glendale. I've got to get my car smogged tomorrow. I went to the place to get it done today, and the guy had gone home sick. So I scoped out a second place in case I come back tomorrow morning and he's not there, because tomorrow is the day it has to be done by, period, the end of it. Because I got to redo my registration and I have to get it smogged. So if he's not in, then I'm going to take it somewhere else. Oh well, you know what I mean? Like because it's a friend of my mom's, and I was gonna give my mom's friend some business. But if there's no one to do it, then I got to take my business elsewhere. That's just how it is. And I think I got a little bit of sun, which is crazy. So I left Vegas. It was 40 degrees. No, it was close to 50 degrees. It was about 50 degrees in Las Vegas. Okay, a little chilly, but it wasn't so bad, 50 degrees. I get here, 90. It is 90 degrees in Glendale right now. Yeah, that was, that's a little much. A 40-degree difference is quite a bit, So that's why I got sun. I was like, well, what was the point of me telling that story? Because I got sun, and I was telling you how I got sun, I think, because I was driving in the car. And I had an eye doctor appointment this morning, too, so we'll see. I ordered some new contact lenses. We'll see if they come in or if there's any issues with that. They couldn't fix my glasses. I was irritated by that because these are glasses that I got from this exact same doctor, and they broke like 2 weeks later. So I have some ideas on how I can fix them myself, so we'll see. These are not the glasses. Oh, you don't ever see me in glasses because I always take them off when I shoot the show. But I have a pair of glasses that I wear sometimes, and actually most of the time except when I'm on camera. Anywho. And those are like an older pair of glasses. So, anywho, if I get them to work, you'll find out in the next episode. Okay, so let's talk about Vanderpump Rules. Now, with Vanderpump Rules, you're probably thinking, or if you watch the show, you're thinking, they didn't have an episode this week because it was Christmas. That is correct. And you're probably thinking, well, why? What's he going to do a show about if he doesn't have an episode to review? Good question. Here's the thing. So there was no episode, right? But there are 3 things I do want to discuss. And 2 of them are, actually all 3 of them are on bravotv.com. 2 is episodes of Bravo After Dark. And then the last one I have is about, it's not a blog entry, it's like an interview kind of with Scheana. Okay, so let's start with the 2 episodes. Okay, so Bravo After Dark, for those of you that don't know, it's kind of like, it's a show where it's basically a show where Carrie Keegan interviews various Bravo celebrities and does things with them, right? So with the first episode was with James Kennedy, the first of the 2 that I'm reviewing. I don't think it was her first episode. I think this is just the first I think it might be the first 2 Vanderpump episodes. I don't even know. But those are the last 2 that were on bravotv.com. And the first one was with James Kennedy. Now, here's the thing about that. So they started out playing tennis. And I gotta say, when he was like in his little tennis outfit, James Kennedy was actually kind of cute. I think he was actually pretty cute and sweet looking. Yeah, but then afterwards, then DJ James Kennedy comes out and it's like, oh God. But for a hot minute, I was like, oh, he's pretty cute, actually. And then we also saw Ariana's brother, Jeremy, because he is like James's best friend. So the 2 of them, they talked about how they went to a ramen restaurant. They didn't go to my favorite ramen restaurant. My favorite ramen restaurant's in Little Tokyo, and it's called Koraku. And anywho, sorry, someone's breaking my concentration. I'm trying to concentrate here. Okay, so they went to this ramen restaurant, and I think it's called I don't remember what it's called, but Kodaku is my favorite. I think it's called like tonkatsu, or no, it's not that. Tatsu. It's called tatsu. That's Japanese for to stand. Tachimasu means I'm standing. Anyways, so it looked good. I mean, it didn't look as good as Koraku, to be honest with you, but it still looked good. You know, it was fine. And then they closed the night. Well, then they went to the studio. And then they closed the evening in James's apartment, and him and Jeremy and Carrie, actually, all three of them were painting, and they were talking. I mean, it got a little existential there for a second, which was a little bit okay, but it was still cool. It was fine. And then the second episode was about so Carrie Keegan then went to she went to the Queen Mary with Ariana Madix and Lala, which, first of all, that's kind of a weird combination, the two of them together. I don't expect the two of them, I mean, that they're not two that I would expect to be hanging out together. Like, I would expect maybe Ariana and Brittany, Ariana and Scheana, or that's pretty much it. I don't expect to see anyone with Lala. I mean, I'm just saying, she didn't have that many good girlfriends last episode, or last season, so I didn't expect her, you know. So, and in fact, she had actually kind of pissed off Ariana too, because she flaked on her birthday. So, you know, obviously Ariana's forgiven her. So they went around the Queen Mary and they were looking for ghosts. Okay, so Ariana, she's right where she needs to be, because she was like, I don't believe in this. I mean, I believe in ghosts, but I don't believe that this place is haunted. I really don't think we'll find anything. I think it's, you know, overblown hype to sell tickets. Right? So then what happened is they went on this tour, and this hokey tour guide. And I mean, you know, the tour guide might have been laying it on thick, but I'm sure that the mom and pop crowd from, you know, Kansas probably loves it when he goes a little crazy like that. On camera, though, it looked like a little too much. I'm not gonna lie. It was like, okay, you're not on the stage. You need to tone it down just a little bit. You know what I mean? And because anyways, and they you know, they went to these things, and they had like some effects in the rooms that made it look like things were happening, and they really weren't. But I mean, you gotta see it. So go to bravotv.com and see the episodes. You know what's interesting is that I think there's an age difference between Carrie Keegan and pretty much everyone at SUR. Like, I don't think she's as old as Lisa, but I definitely think she's older than the SUR group, even Jax. But I'm not quite sure. I'm not 100% on that, but I just feel like there is. And the reason why I'm mentioning this is because it does look a little bit disconcerting to see her hugging James and stuff, when it's like, I doubt he cares. I'm sure he, you know, he doesn't care, but I don't think anyone should care, but I'm just saying that it just looks visually different to see them, like, you know, hanging out together, and, you know, I don't know. To me, maybe it's just me. Maybe I am just the freak, and I'm the only one that thinks that it is a little bit strange. Okay. All right. That's fine. Okay, so then we have, so let's talk about Scheana. So Scheana, who is still going by Scheana Shay, she gave this interview that left me scratching my head, and it was kind of weird because she was, the clickbait title of the article was why Scheana is keeping her married name. So of course I want to know. So I read, and she's saying that, you know, she's the only way she would change her married name would be if she married her husband. I think his name's Robert, I think. Because then it wouldn't be right if she kept someone else's last name and she was married to this guy, so she's going to take this guy's last name. You know, what's interesting is that they have two different perspectives on their relationship, such that it is. Apparently they're cooling off or taking a break or whatever you want to call it, broken up, right? Except if you read his statement, because he released a statement, I think it was like on Instagram or something, he said that basically they were broken up. they'll be friends, but they were broken up. Scheana's saying we're just on a break. Now, if you think about that episode of Friends, that's pretty typical for men, women, right? For men to think one thing and women to think another. I don't even want to get into gay guys' relationships because it's completely different story. But it does sort of, I mean, it makes sense, but it doesn't help her case to not look like she is an altar-driven, crazed woman. You know what I mean? It makes her look a little bit crazy, a little bit. She even says, she's like, yeah, we see things differently. He sees it more permanent, and I see it as just temporary. And I'm going, oh, wow, okay. But in any case, next week there's another episode airing, and apparently Tom and Tom are they are. I think they're promising Lisa they'll get a tattoo, and she's like, I don't want my name tattooed on your butt. I'm not smart. Anyways, thank you so much for logging on today. And that's another thing too, real quick. I'm really upset that, I mean, those 2 episodes were great and everything, and the blog entry about Scheana was interesting, or the interview, whatever it was. But I miss me some Lisa Vanderpump. So I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to her next week on the show. So, anyways, thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Angel Benton. You can hashtag Pump Rules to talk about Vanderpump Rules, or you can also hashtag RHOBH or Real Housewives shit to talk the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. They had a new episode, and I'll be discussing that next time. And you can hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel to get my YouTube videos sent to your email inbox every single week. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you so much for logging on today. Have a great day. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.